So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Well, they come in the top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Kalijah Kancey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. To throw is Fields. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 18.
First carry for Rachaad White.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Throwing, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That'll give them 8 that time, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Aviators are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them, because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They run straight ahead here with White, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Buccaneers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Mayfield.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here's White.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rachaad White.
His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. And he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Purdy.
Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They snap it to Fields. That is caught.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The offense on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Now Fields. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So they bring out their punter. as he'll punt it away for the second time. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it.
That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First down, here's White. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure.
He's got a man. Complete.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown. A great effort there. 97 yards.
And the Aviators are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now. And a catch right side by Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Mayfield on play action. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
On the give, it's White. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the gun, Mayfield.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A final shot before the break. Fields
dancing to his left.
Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Aviators 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Eluding the pressure right. Shakes off the sack. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, a run from White. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Mayfield on 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now back to the ground game with White.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now Evans in motion left. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Mayfield off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Going to the air again with Mayfield.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rachaad White
With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bucs are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Fields.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Yaya Diaby
picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Fields.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. George Kittle, 63 yards.
And the Aviators are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Purdy will throw for it.
That's caught. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Back to throw. Fields.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown! George Kittle with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Aviators have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Now Moody for the PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Aviators 32, Buccaneers 28. Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield with it once more.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Remember, earlier in this game, he lost a fumble. This time, it hit the deck, but he got it back.
Yeah, do you think he's breathing a monster sigh of relief right now? Could you imagine losing 2 in the same game and how that would affect you moving forward? Well, for him, high and tight, just like a good haircut. Never go wrong that way. Hold that football.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Mayfield to throw it.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
White fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Purdy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Second and 6 coming up. Here's Fields. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here's 1st down. All eyes on Fields. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Fields. Pass caught by Pearsall.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Fields.
That's complete right around the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and what has it? Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And a little bit of a